Hey everybody, I'm Nina Taylor.
And I'm Bishop Ernest E. Richard Jr., and you have just joined one of the hottest shows in the entire universe. It's the Gospel Countdown, the video version. And we're going to go through the next 20 songs, and Nina and I are going to talk about some of it. And then I've got a story for you. Well, actually, Nina has a story for you. So we got to talk about it. I'm sure you're going to enjoy this show. So sit back, relax, and let's get this party started. Nina, how about if you just get up on the diving board and jump off?
Well, jumping off into number 20, Kenny Lewis and One Voice have our number 20 song. It's a great one. It's new and it is quickly making its way towards the top 10. It's called God Did It. It's a great
All
song.
right now. You
Mhm.
know what? And I mean, I've
Yeah.
heard that song on
Hmm.
multiple occasions. Nina, I got to tell you honestly, I
Hmm.
don't know what to say about that except for the fact it's Kenny Lewis, okay?
Oh yeah.
And he's getting like that now because he's been in
Mhm.
our top 10 on multiple
A
occasions.
lot,
And
yes.
I'm understanding that he's doing some projects outside of what he does for his own group, and
Uh-huh.
I'm looking forward to hearing a lot from him. I mean, what I'm trying to say is we got to embrace what we call the quote unquote future.
Hmm.
Kenny Lewis is
Absolutely.
no longer the future, he is the present.
Absolutely.
All right. But listen, we're going to move over to number 19, and she's becoming a quick favorite of mine, Nia
Oh yeah.
Allen.
Hmm.
You know, Lord, I love you. I was laying in bed, and of course, you know, I have the different genres. You know, I if it isn't, and I'm not doing cheap plug. I'm saying if I'm not listening to praise radio, I'm listening to the message, enlightenment.
Yeah.
And then I turn on Spotify. Who pops up the very first song? This one right here. And I'm saying, oh, I know that song. I know that song. Okay. I got a little excited, you know, because it was Nia Alice. So I'm excited about it.
All right. Well, our next song, now I haven't heard this one yet, but
Mm,
I have downloaded it. I'm just waiting to kind of check it out first. This one features Mariah Carey
okay.
and the Clark sisters, and it's called Jesus I Do. Wow.
And that's you know what? If it's Mariah Carey,
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to think which one can scream the highest, either her or Karen. That
Her,
would be a
Karen. Yeah. I
yeah,
don't
that would
know.
be a
Let's see.
nice.
Scream the highest and the
Yeah,
loudest. I would say the
yeah.
range would go to Mariah, but the loudness would definitely go to Karen.
We'll go.
For sure.
Listen, and I'm going to say this, and I hope some of you watching don't get it. It's black. God, no, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Seriously, you know, you're right. I would agree with you on that.
Hmm.
You know. All right. Well, who else do we have? What else do we have?
Well, Casey J is back. I remember when I started doing a countdown show back in
Hmm.
2015, Casey J was all over the countdown all the time. I mean, she was always in the countdown, and we saw her in person. She was here with, I believe it was a tour with Fred Hammond. I'm trying to remember so many concerts, so many
Hmm.
artists. Who can remember them all? But
Yeah.
I did have the opportunity to see her in person, and she was just as fantastic. I used to get her and Jacqueline Carr mixed up, you know.
Yeah. They sound almost
Well,
alike.
it was that I don't know. It was just something I just always got them mixed up because I would mention her song with the wrong name. And I said, why am I getting these women mixed up? And at the time, this was 10 years ago. Jacqueline was what?
Uh-huh.
She was a teenager.
She sure
But
was.
Casey was pretty young as well. Because I think even now she's only like early 30s. But
Yes.
yeah, I used to get them mixed up. But she has beautiful songs. She's one of those that comes out and she likes intimate settings. She might not have on
Yes.
shoes. She does praise and worship barefoot. So she's
Okay.
just a barefoot praiser. So that's all.
I'm not mad at it. I mean, listen,
No.
some of these young ladies do their best work with no shoes on,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
and I take that as a symbol of being sold out. So
Oh
I'm
yeah,
I'm, I'm
oh
gonna
yeah.
let Casey J have it. Wonderful young lady. But listen, at number 16, and this group right here, from the day they broke out publicly,
Yes.
they have been nothing but, and nothing less, I should say, than unstoppable.
Mhm.
And this song, I Can Count on You, is oh. what can I say about Group Fire? Awesome, awesome, awesome,
The
awesome, awesome,
stellar
awesome.
award-winning group fire. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't get to that part, but since
Uh-huh.
you brought it up, they're starting to amass their accolades and
Yeah.
things of that nature. And
Hmm.
you can tell genuinely, because there are some groups that are in it for the money, in it for the fame, for the fortune, and all that good stuff that comes with it. But I believe this group is in it just to glorify God. And I pray Godspeed to and for them because, I haven't seen them in concert yet. Don't know if I ever will. And, we're going to have to wait and see. I may have to fly out into your region just to go watch.
So, well, I'm sure they'll come your way eventually. 'Cause, most of the tourists do hit the major cities, so
Well, you know what I
they'll be
would
there.
say this, and
Hmm.
I don't say it to be funny,
Hmm.
but if he come before the rapture, I get to see him. If not, hey, I'll catch him in heaven because I'm sure they'll have a showcase somewhere. Now appearing on the Crystal Lake, the group Fire. Okay.
Okay. Well, woo, that was way out there. All
But
right,
now
James
listen,
Fortune. No.
listen. Now let's talk about James Fortune because
Hmm.
there's something I've been aching to hear about from you because I know you're going to
What?
share one of your experiences. But let's get Brother James Fortune
Hmm.
and handle business with him, and then I've got to hear about one of your adventures. I'm gonna call this. Let's call this a day in the life
A
of a
day in
teacher. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Okay. Well, James Fortune has the song. It's called "In the Room." We did debut it
hmm
a couple of weeks ago on the countdown.
hmm
So it's James Fortune. It's a great song, and I'm pretty sure he'll be making his way to the top 10 any day. So
Yep.
there you
All right. Well, I know right now, before we go to number 14, and what you're about to hear, ladies and gentlemen, is already in the top 10. Okay. In my
go.
book, this is one of those top three ventures. So, Nina, tell me about the day in
Uh,
the life of a teacher.
okay. Well, like I mentioned on the show, yes, I am a full-time elementary school teacher. And I work with the young ones, the little
Uh-huh.
first grade. So they're very dramatic. Everything is much bigger than what it is. I don't know if it's this crew, but actually it's just the age. That age,
Yeah.
everything is huge, right? Okay,
Yes.
so it's almost time to go home. And
hmm
usually by the end of the day, we pack up, we get our things, and we just sit on the floor and watch a movie until they call us, they call the bus kids and the kids who are walking and all that. And we're just waiting patiently. So they
Okay.
called us, and one of the couple of the kids had fell asleep,
Okay.
which they normally do when we lay down in the floor. If we're laying down there too long, more than I say more than about 10 minutes, somebody's gonna fall asleep.
Okay.
So the other girl got up, no problem, like, yeah, yeah, time to go home. But then one of them decided to lay there and act like she was still asleep.
Uh-huh.
So I said, shake her, so they're shaking her and shaking her. And they're calling her name and they're shaking her, and she still got her eyes closed. Now, keep in mind, I can see her little eyes batting back and forth, I
Yes.
could tell
Uh-huh.
she was faking it. So I said, girl, get up. Let's go. It's time to go home. Like that. So your mom's gonna be out there waiting and you in here playing games. So the one of the other girls start to panic and said, Miss Taylor, I think she's in the upper room. Now the upper
Oh
room.
no. Oh no. Where'd they
Now
get the
I
upper
gotta tell you
room
the
from?
other story is that at the beginning of the year, I had a little
Uh,
dramatic boy
uh-huh.
who would tell me every day, because you always got these kids who want to go home no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to be at school. So he
Mm-hmm.
would tell me every day that he was going to die. His
Uh-huh.
exact words was, Miss Taylor, I feel like I'm gonna die. I said, no, no. I said, don't say that, number one. I said, don't
Mm.
say that. I said, do you know how unhappy your mommy would be if you died here at school? I said, and I wouldn't be too happy about it either. I said, so you stop saying that. So I said, nobody's allowed to say the word die. I said, you can say they're going to the upper room. So then
Okay.
he said, so that's the way people say. They say they're going to the upper room.
Uh-huh.
So whenever he came to me after that and started saying that he was going to the upper room, I would start singing it. The
Uh-huh.
upper room. You know,
When
with
Jesus
it.
comes.
So the kids started doing it too. So
Uh-huh.
now, whenever he would, here he comes every morning with, I need to go home because I might be going to the upper room. The kids would start singing it, right? Okay,
Hmm.
so anyway, getting back to the present day story. So the dramatic girl says, Miss Taylor, I think she's in the upper room.
Oh
She
my
won't
goodness.
wake up. And I said, no, 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 no. I said, see if she's breathing. So she says, she's breathing, but I can't feel a pulse. And she's like touching her arm up here, right?
Uh-huh.
So that was the beginning of me getting a little tickled. I said, listen, that's not where you check the pulse. So she's touching her arm. She's going, I can't feel a pulse, but she's
Mm, mm, mm,
breathing.
mm.
She said, I'm going to give her CPR. So she
Lord
starts
have mercy.
pushing
Here we
on her
go.
stomach. I mean, she's putting, and the girl's going, ugh, ugh. And I'm crying. I am crying. I'm trying to say, stop.
You
So she's
can't.
pushing her stomach. So then she opens
Uh,
up her eyes and she sits up and she says, Jesus. Even all the kids are like,
and what are the other kids doing in the meantime? I bet they're
yay!
gathered
Standing
around
around there
filming.
going, oh, they're in a panic because she's
Uh-huh. Oh Lord.
oh, and
Oh
I
my
am
God.
crying. I mean, tears are running out of my eyes because this all happened. It happened so quick with the little. I
Yeah.
mean, if you blink, you'll miss something. But so I'm crying and laughing. So she gets up and everybody's hugging her, and they said, "We thought you were in the upper room." So
Oh my God. You know what? All we could say to that is join us next week, ladies and gentlemen, for the exciting conclusion of
uh,
the day in the life of a teacher. Have some Vince,
oh
what
my
was that
goodness.
what was the horror guy's name? Vince you know, the guy that did the
Vincent Price.
Vincent Price. Have some
Yeah.
Vincent Price like music playing in the background. Anyway, let's keep moving. Listen, at number 14, and I know
Mhm.
you've heard this song,
Yes,
Tanya Nolan. Please forgive
absolutely.
me. I got ready to say
Mhm.
Nelson. Tanya Nolan
Mhm.
has a song entitled Blessings. Tell me a little bit about that song.
It's a great song. As you know, I with urban influencers, I do a lot of playlists. I report,
Hmm.
the playlists to urban influencers, and a lot of people have been adding this song. So it's been doing quite well, and I'm looking forward to this. She's an indie artist, and I'm just excited for her.
Yes.
She is heading towards the top 10. So congratulations to her. And I did a feature on her on the Gospel News because she's doing so well.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
appreciate you. You know, I didn't haven't seen the recent edition, but I got to go
Mhm.
back and look at it because I
Mhm.
know Urban Influencers podcast is coming up very soon for
Oh yeah.
gospel music. So I got to kind of be on my P's and Q's because we
Be on your Q's and P's.
just never know who's going to show up or who's coming in
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I'm
from
excited.
around the world. And I'm excited. 5 million viewers. Ooh. I want to let everybody know that's viewing us right now. You're listening to the Gospel Countdown. We are doing the top 20. I
Mhm.
am Bishop Ernest D. Richard, along with this lovely young lady to my left, possibly to your right. No, you can't call her, and no, you can't date her. You have to come talk to me first. Miss Nita Taylor.
I got a
Now,
lot of brothers.
you got a slew of brothers, and every last one of us, if I start naming them, I might miss somebody. So don't
No.
name everybody, and all I got to do is just pick up the phone or actually right next to me. Hello, Sadie. Sadie, yeah, meet me in that special spot. Yeah, we got something.
No.
We don't, hey, we got something to do. We got something to do.
So, and okay.
Let's get back to the countdown.
Well, number 13 is your boy,
Yes,
Pastor Mike
my
Jr. This is Pastor Mike, he can't be stopped. He just keeps cranking them out and one
he
great song after
does.
the other. He just totally ruled the Stellars again this year. And
Wow.
what, 2 years ago?
Hmm.
We'll see what happens this year. My goodness.
Well,
But it's called Turn It Around, and it's quickly making its way to the top 10 um, from Pastor Mike Jr. It's great.
Well, and of course, I mean, I have some favorites, and I'm not going to
Yes.
name who all they are, but he is creeping among that list. And
Yeah.
trust me when I tell you, it's not a long list, but
No.
trust me, it's a quality list, if I
Oh,
could
yeah.
say that.
Hmm.
So he's creeping there, I'm still stuck on Amazing, but now turn it
Oh, yeah.
around.
Amazing. That's all. Amazing and big. Those are my songs from Pastor Mike.
Yes, and
Okay.
I've been on him for a minute. But
Yeah.
anyway, let's move forward. Josh Copeland, nobody but Jesus, only
Mhm.
Josh. And his song, his title alone is a classic. But
Mhm.
the twist he puts on this song, and I
Mhm.
mean, I just love what he's doing with it and the different things that's happening in the choruses. So, I'm not one of those that likes a song that has too many twist turns. You go to the vamp, then you go back to the refrain, and then you jump in with two. So, I mean, he has a good, perfect balance on this
Mhm.
song, and
Mhm.
I'm really anticipating him. He'll probably make the top 10 probably in the next month or so.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
looking for more from this young man. I got to go find his material so I can see what else he got. I'm gonna sit down one day and just turn and say, "What you got, Josh? What you got?"
Well,
And
since he was a second place runner-up,
mm-hmm,
Sunday best, he has been
mm-hmm,
going strong. And a lot of
yeah,
times, the people who finish in the top five,
mm-hmm,
some of them you see right away. He was one. Some of
mm-hmm,
them, it's like, what happened to him? You never see him again. They just kind of disappear, which I hope that
mm-hmm.
doesn't happen. And when is Sunday best coming back on? Because
They're talking next season.
absolutely. I love that show. That is like my favorite, favorite, favorite show. I plan my entire schedule around Sunday best. So,
I'll be honest with you, Nina. I would actually love to go and help plan that show because I know I really
would
would
they
because
let us? That's the question.
yeah, I mean, I would, and not just, it's not even about hosting. It's about you can mix ministry with entertainment, but you got to know where to draw the line. Okay, I mean, Kirk does a great job. His panelists are nice, but to me, you need that extra something. Let me come in there and be the seasoning. In my young tender age for Sunday best, it would be called Sunday best and then some. That's what would be. But no,
Okay.
let me stop messing. All right, EJ Fields. Now I've heard of this name
Mhm.
before, and I'm not familiar too much with the song, so I'm
Mhm.
gonna relinquish to you, Nina. So let me throw that rope over there. There you go.
Well,
Pull me over
first of
the other
all,
side.
he is a tremendous artist. I had him on the
Mhm.
show. Actually, it was 3 years ago. It
Wow.
was we were right on the heels of COVID because I
Wow.
remember asking, what were you doing? What's going on? I asked everybody, what were you
Hmm.
doing during COVID? Which is always some great stories. Some people say, "Oh, it was just a wonderful time. I wrote
Hmm.
1,400 songs and I did this, I did that."
1,400.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a major creative time for a lot of people, but
Yes.
yeah, 3 years ago, and his song, I don't remember the song back then, but I
Hmm.
remember thinking it was great. That's why I invited him on the show. But he was one of those, the one to watch in the future, and here he is making his way to the top 10 with his new song, "Mercy Endureth."
Yes, and
Mhm.
I'm going to look for that song because it behooves
Mhm.
me to really take a good listen. I
Mhm.
mean, he sounds like it. I've seen his name before. I'm just
Yeah,
trying to remember what it was, and I should remember it.
he's
But
been in the top 100. This song was
okay,
way
all
back
right,
when.
all right, all right.
With not only this one, but the one that he had out before that. So
Well,
he's
I'm
been
I'm
doing quite
thinking.
well. Hmm.
We actually, now that it come, my memory jars right now. He was
Hmm.
in we used to mix up the countdown,
Hmm.
from the top 100, and he was probably, I think he was in the top 50 field when I first heard his name. I'm
Mhm.
guessing at that, but I can always go back and watch the show. You
Mhm.
too can watch any one of the shows that we have done from days gone by. You could go to MS Nina Taylor, probably pick up a podcast, but you can come right here to YouTube and see some of the things that we're talking about. We got a lot to share with you because we got some things coming up soon. A cruise is just down the road, or I should say, just around the corner, and we
Mhm.
want to get some of you who might want to come join us, get you excited, and tell you how to get to it. But we'll come back in just a minute because now I've got to go talk to two legends. One whose last name is Legend, but the other in the gospel world is becoming a legend. I'm talking about Tasha Cobb Leonard. Her song is Church with the John Legend. And I promise you, Nina, you've already heard the song, so I ain't telling you nothing you don't know. You know the old quotations. You're preaching to the choir. I
Mhm.
love, I absolutely love this song. It's a great combination between the two, the balance of power. And John Legend doesn't have what I call that overpowering voice, but he has that voice that draws you in. You
You know
know, I
it's him.
yeah, you know what? You know who I would compare him to, not to
Oh,
make a comparison of falling in love with
Jonathan Butler.
yeah, it's that tone, and that it's on that level in terms of tone. Not
Okay.
overpowering, but very effective.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
That's me. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Not overpower, because all
Yeah.
right, let's do the combination. We talked about Karen Sheard and Mariah Carey, that comparison.
Mhm.
He doesn't have that Karen Sheard type power in terms of
Yeah.
singing,
Mhm.
but he does have that Jonathan Butler type presentation
Okay. I
in
know.
terms of being able to draw you in. And
Yeah.
on Church, the song Church, here he is, John Legend, doing what he knows to do best.
All right. All right. Up next, Praise in the Choir Stand. It's actually down from number one. He
Wow.
spent 2 weeks at number one, but here
Yes,
he is. He just dropped down just a little bit, but it's still a great song. And Brent
it
Jones
is.
keeps on cranking them out, and they're all great. So our
Yeah,
congratulations
the
to him.
titles are getting shorter. Let me leave him alone. Brett Jones is awesome. He really is awesome. I promise you. I remember when I met him with was it TOP, TTOP,
Mhm.
TPOP, something like that. I know the group that he started out with. They're probably
The
still
TP
together.
Mob. They're not together anymore.
Uh-huh. They'll, I don't know what I'm going to do next. No, let me stop. Anyway, we all move on. We can sit here and talk about multiple artists that started out with groups, but
Mhm.
now they're soloists. But we'll move forward
Yeah.
because this young lady is making her way. She's already in the top 10. Some of you will call her Adia, but her name is actually Adia. Her song is entitled On the Way.
And
And
she
I,
was a stellar nominee this year, which that was actually the first time I had heard about her.
mhm,
Didn't hear much about her last year, but until I saw her on the stellar ballot, then I said, "Who is this?" So that's when I
mhm.
started to check her out. But yeah, she's a lovely lady, and her song is doing well. Congratulations.
I guess it is. Congratulations. Well, we have another noted individual, and tell me a little bit about this one. I don't know who she is. Just take me to the king or take me to the song.
Our
Uh,
number eight song from the lady, the myth, the legend, Tamala Mann. I was looking at Tyler Perry's movie, the family reunion one,
yes.
and some of the old ones that you can see his plays on different sites as well. And
Hmm.
man, she has changed. She is actually looking younger than ever.
And you want to know
She looks
something?
younger, but you go though. That's
Respectfully,
that's what we do. That's what we do.
yeah,
We get
black
better
don't
with
crack.
age.
We all know that.
Oh
But
yeah.
really, I don't know if you've seen her most recent picture. She has lost a significant amount of weight. She looks absolutely
Hmm.
amazing. She
Well,
really does.
congratulations, girl.
I had to look twice. Is that Tamla?
Is that Tamara?
Go.
Yeah.
You know
Well, let me
how.
tell you what we're doing at work,
Uh
at
huh.
school.
Uh huh.
We're having it's called The Biggest Loser.
Uh huh. Okay.
Now, I won one of these before, okay,
Uh-huh.
at my old school. It was about 10 years ago. It's called The
Uh-huh.
Biggest Loser, and
Okay.
we do our weigh-ins this Monday.
Okay.
And it costs $25, and everybody who gets in it, you have to they don't weigh you every week. It's like tomorrow and then at the end. And the person who has lost the most is gonna get the pot. I say,
Okay.
you
So
might as well just give me that money now, right?
wow. Wow.
I won it
So you know
before.
what? And I'll be honest with you, Nina. I know you would do well with this. So,
It's
you
just
know,
it's a
we're,
discipline thing.
we're yeah, so we'll be just remember you gotta live, you gotta breathe, and you gotta fight.
Oh yeah,
That's how you're gonna win.
absolutely. Just like Pamela. Just like Pamela.
Just like Tamla. And then you could turn around and say, "Oh, I just thank God I didn't know I was going to be here. Where am I at it?" No, let me stop. You ain't going to be going through all that. Just collect
No.
the money. Hey, I got an idea. Let's collect the money and we not going to Red Lobster, okay? Just say
That's what you do. You win the money and then you go out and have a huge, huge meal. All
uh-huh.
right, number six. Jonathan McReynolds and Jamal Roberts. Wow.
Yes,
This was a
man.
great team. The song's called Still. And remember,
Yes.
we heard them sing this for the first time on the Stellars.
Mhm.
Remember?
I
And
do
it's a great
remember.
song. I said, wow, what a nice song. And Jonathan's just doing well. He was a Grammy nominee this year. Of
Yes.
course, CC Winans won everything, and
Okay.
rightfully so. But
Hmm.
he was a nominee, and this is his first time being a nominee. This is maybe second or third. I know it's at least the second, but
Hmm.
congratulations to him and Jamal Roberts.
Yes, and
Of course, the current Sunday Best winner, and they've been
he was
having
a
I
was it
oh
Sunday Best or American Idol?
American Idol. Ooh, duh. All
Yeah,
right.
that's right. All right, he probably would have won Sunday Best too if he had gone
No,
in.
he came in like he was in the top 10. I remember that. I remember exactly where he finished, but he was in the top 10. I do remember that. Uh
Okay.
and this was during COVID. Remember when they were doing the show from their homes? It was just
Yes.
horrible. Gotta mention this. Gotta mention this.
Uh-huh.
Um, Gospel artist Keela Richardson. You remember her?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she just won Hollywood Week on American Idol.
Nice.
I said,
Nice.
wow. And
Well,
everybody was so shocked. Everybody was calling me and saying, did you see Kayla Richardson on American Idol? I didn't happen to watch it while it was on, but
uh-huh.
I went back and, I went back and watched
Mm-hmm.
it. And of course, she's tremendous and she just blew them away. She had them crying. American Idol, Sunday Best, whatever it is. The girl, the anointing is the anointing, and it was just
And that
still all over
listen,
her. I don't care what she's singing. It
you
was.
took
They
the
were all
words
in
right out of my
tears.
mouth.
Yeah, they were all in tears, and they probably saying, "What's happening here?" But she was just fantastic. I hope she does well with it. I do. Just like Jamal Roberts, he finished in the top 10
Yes.
on Sunday
Yeah,
Best, and
but
now
you
he
know
won
what?
American Idol. And look at the doors that are opening up for him.
Exactly. He's
It's
done
beautiful.
songs with several different artists,
Oh
and
yeah,
especially gospel artists.
they
I
got his
mean,
voice. So.
listen, he's got that voice. Okay.
Mhm.
So if I had to say it, even though he won American Idol, he is the voice. Okay.
Yeah, but what do you think? You think uh I think the person who told me that Keela Richardson was on there, he seemed a little upset about it. Like, what is she doing on here?
Uh-huh.
And I said, she's
But you
singing.
know what? Let's do something here.
Uh-huh.
Was it last year or the year before?
Mm-mm.
Glorilla, who had an
Oh, let's
inspirational
not go
song.
there. Let's not go there.
No, but I'm only going there not for the sake of the story, because I don't want to
Mhm.
rehash it. Personally, I'm of this persuasion. If your song, and you heard me say this a dozen times, Dean, and I'll say it one more time just for the record. Back in 1976, the great Quincy Jones wrote a song, an album called Stuff Like That. He had one
Yes.
song on there called What Good Is a Song?
Yes.
And the lyrics simply says what the free frame is. Excuse me, the vamp says, "What good is a song if it can't inspire, if it has no message to bring? If the song cannot take you higher, then it's not good enough to sing." And
Yeah.
everybody got mad because Glorilla, we got 200 gospel artists and she won? Well, my question to you is, sir, ma'am, did you vote? You
Ooh.
didn't want to pay that money, did you? Anyway, let's move
Well,
on.
what did she win on? Which award show? All the awards.
Literally on the Stellars.
Was it the Stellars?
Yes, it was the Stellars.
Well, I gotta check that out. Everybody's not able to vote for everything, you
Yeah,
know.
you're right
Like
about that.
I may be able to vote for Grammys, but
Uh-huh.
everybody is not, you know. I can vote for
I'm able to
Stellars,
vote
you know.
for Stellars, but
Yeah.
I need to sign in and sign up to vote for Grammys, but I guess I just don't. I leave that to the professionals. That would be you.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's not voting for everything, so you don't always get a say in it, you know.
That is true.
So, but I'm saying, you know, people being appalled by this, appalled by that, and
Hmm.
upset about, you know, gospel artists
Hmm.
doing what they're deeming as secular shows. I
Uh-huh.
don't know if it's a secular show or not, because a lot of people on there have been singing gospel songs. You know, there was a
And,
guy on there last year who did nothing but gospel, and he was wearing it out, you know, which I
mhm.
was very, very happy for him. But nevertheless, I hope Keela does well with it. I'm excited for
I
her.
think she
And
will.
I think it will open up even more doors. I saw her in
Uh-huh.
person when she first came out in Atlanta. And my goodness, I said, who is this little girl? You know, she was about
Wow.
19 years old at the time. Now she's 29. But she was, you could see she was a tremendous artist now, then, and still is. So, congratulations.
I'm
All right,
telling
let's
you.
move on. One, two,
All
three.
right.
I'm at number five,
Yes,
Jermaine
we are.
Dolly. You talking about
Yes.
range?
Hey, you know what? We're gonna just say all you gotta say now is Jermaine. You don't have to say
Jermaine.
anything else.
He's now
Because
just Jermaine, right?
it's now just Jermaine,
Uh-huh.
because I mean you say Jermaine Dolly. I know who that is. Just say Jermaine. Now you could say, I know who that is. And
Okay.
his music speaks for itself. I mean,
Yeah.
hit after hit, song after song.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen clips and music clips of him in concert in various places.
Mm-hmm.
He really knows how to hold the attention of his audience,
Oh,
especially
he's
in
definitely
music.
an entertainer. He's an entertainer.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
the year before you came to the first Spin Awards, he was
Uh-huh.
in Atlanta with us. Uh, Tremendous entertainer. I mean, he can do it all. He's just, you know, he can do any style of music. He's one of those people. He can make like sound effects. You know,
Yes.
he can do
Yeah.
so much with
Listen,
his voice.
that's
He
just
is
Jermaine. That's why I
tremendous.
said.
Yeah, I
He,
didn't know he did all that. You know,
That's why I say let's just call him Jermaine because
Jermaine.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean he's just doing what he does best, and I appreciate him for
Yeah.
what he does. And I know some of our super saved folk, or should I say our deep Christians, yeah, well that's just a little bit too much. Well, we're dealing in a different time with a different generation. When you can put together the antics that go with whatever it is you're doing, but still be serious and
Mm,
sincere in ministry. I'm not going to knock you. And I'll share this, and we're going to probably talk about this a little bit later, somewhere down the line. I saw the Sherry Shepherd show with Jacqueline Carr and Shirley Caesar.
mhm.
And I'm gonna leave that alone because Shirley, I ain't mad at it. Just do what you got to do. Just hold on to your authenticity. That's all I'm gonna say to that.
I
But she's kind
agree.
of she was keeping up with the times, and I'll tell you why. And I'm gonna
Okay.
move on because I don't want nobody to come and talk about you got a lawsuit because you talked about Shirley. No, we're talking positive. She had on her hair, which was all black and down to her back. Need I say anymore?
Ooh.
Good
Well, what has
now.
that got to do with anything? What,
Well, the
just
thing
her
about it
hair?
is in
You
keeping
think,
up and
what you
keeping.
think that, wait a minute. You
Go
think
ahead.
that because she's a seasoned saint, she shouldn't have long hair?
No, no,
I-
no, that's not what I'm saying. In
Okay.
reference to Jermaine Dolly comments,
Uh-huh.
I'm saying sometimes relevancy in this day and age, especially in the different genres of music, you want to remain relevant. Your music will be relevant, but sometimes your appearance, and I hate to say it, but we as believers tend to judge more by appearance than we do by the quality of what they produce. And to me, that tires me out sometimes. sometimes. So I'm applauding her. And you can have hair down to your feet if you want. If you're doing good with it and the message is getting across, you
Where
get
do
no
you get
complaint.
that feet length hair? That's what I want to know.
I do not know, and I hope I never see anybody with it because now they're gonna snatch. Hey, how do you snatch your own self balls when you turn around and accidentally step on your hair?
Okay, right.
Now I got a question for you.
Okay.
What do you get when you bring in a seasoned artist
Hmm.
and an artist that's no longer up and coming, but that artist has arrived? What do you think you get?
A
You
hit
get to
song?
do it again. I'm talking about James Greer and
Uh-huh.
company and
Okay.
Daryl Walls. That is an
Okay.
awesome combination
Mhm.
right there
Well,
with that
all the
song.
Walls kids are tremendous vocalists, so
Yes,
everything they do
yes.
is fantastic. Yeah.
I wonder what they sound like singing the ABCs. They probably rock that and make
The
gold out of it some
ABC.
kind of way. Yeah,
Okay. You said the
that was the
ABC.
running joke with Bishop Marvin Winans years ago. Said Marvin could sing your ABCs, man, and make you go buy the record.
Yeah.
But he could. But James Greer, he's been around for a little while, and we hear from him from time to time, and he couldn't have picked a better time and a better season for us to hear from him.
Hmm.
Especially with the things that we deal with here in America. I'm talking about across the country. His music was relevant then, it's relevant now, and I think it shall always be. And then you season in Daryl Walls, really? I think Daryl Walls is one of the writers of the Walls group, one of the contributors to the writings. I mean,
Okay.
this to me, this song is genius, okay?
Hmm.
Just straight genius. I don't have another word to express it. Just straight genius.
All right. All right, now we're into the top three. Ricky Dillard,
Hmm.
which another song down from number one. It's called When I Think, and it's a beautiful choir ballad. Love to hear choirs do ballads, like Total Praise
Yes.
to me. Beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful. When you hear all those voices singing so sweet and melodic. I love it. So this is another great one. It made it all the way to number one. Another hit for Ricky Dillard. Our congratulations to him.
Well, when you listen to the song, where am I, Nina? This is where you're going.
Can't
Okay.
go up. Yeah,
Okay. You know,
absolutely.
you know how they say, bow your eyes and open your head. No, this time you're gonna open your eyes and bow your head. But I love Ricky, watched him over the years. Quick
Yeah.
story. I went down one year to the Essence, and they had the gospel portions at the Superdome in New Orleans.
Hmm.
And he was on, this is when his song One More Chance was hot. Okay. I mean
Hmm.
hot. And his singer there, I know her name and it's escaping me for the moment, but that sister and him, between them two,
Hmm.
talk about entertainment. That was crazy. I mean, I'm watching these folks. The Superdome was packed too, mind you.
Hmm.
These two stole the show. Okay, she told, "Just give me one more chance," and she went, cuckoo. She lays
Yeah.
down on the stage, and Ricky's just doing. I said, "Wow." All right. I'm ready. I'm going back to my hotel room. I need a rest. No, but
Hmm.
really,
You're
love you,
exhausted
Ricky.
after watching him. Yeah.
He is. He is. Now I'm going to do something for you, Lisa Knowles Smith. What can you say about this young lady in the Brown Singers?
Hmm.
Girl, we for years we were stuck on that. Did you get that
I
power?
wasn't
No,
stuck on that. That was you, right?
yeah, okay, well, I was stuck on it. But Lisa Knowles and the Brown Singers, I know it's Lisa Knowles Smith, but I just said Lisa Knowles because I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit there and say how old she is, but I will put it to you like this:
Hmm.
that young lady got some energy. Do you hear me?
Oh yeah. Well,
Some.
the actual song Promises is much longer than what we play. I believe
Mm-hmm.
the full version, I think it's like around 9 minutes. We
Mm-hmm.
shave off about 5 minutes of it, but if it makes it all the way to number one, we got to rock the whole thing.
Hey, well, that means yeah, we're
Uh,
gonna have to work around it. And the way they're rocking that song, I promise you, it won't be long. Now I'm going back to an old Walter Hawkins piece. It won't be long. No, let's move on.
Well, congratulations, Lisa. I mean, she has
Yes,
a tremendous voice. That's why she's been featured on so many different projects with so many different
yes,
artists. Everybody sees
yes.
that. But at the end of the day, she's got to go back home, you know,
Mhm.
get with
She's
her
got to.
family. And here they are. They're just doing a beautiful job. So, our congratulations to Lisa and all of the Brown singers. Congratulations.
I'm telling you. And we get to the number one song, and believe it or not, on my way home from church, this song played. And I love the song. I'm gonna put it to you like that. And
Yeah.
I'm proud, godly proud of Donnie McClurkin. I know he's been through a lot. At one time, they thought he was gonna lose his voice and all
Mhm.
the things that he has done. God has brought him through this, and he's brought him through that. And I believe this song. I don't know exactly if he wrote the whole thing or if he had help writing it, but this song really is kind of telling his story if you listen carefully. Better after a while, and it's live. That's the beauty of it. I went to a Donnie McClurkin live recording one time when they did the McClurkin project. That goes back a few years, and
Mhm.
quite a few people were there. I won't start naming them. Some of them whom you're very familiar with. If I start naming names, I really, really enjoyed myself.
Mhm.
And the beautiful thing about Donnie, I told you the story, the airplane story about the Stellars one year. I'm gonna scratch that one for now because we okay today, and that's what counts the most.
All right. Our congratulations to him. Better after a while. First week at number one. And of course, we already knew that when we saw that he had a new song out. So our congratulations to him.
Yes.
Hey, remember to connect with us. We want you to connect with us. You can see this video in its entirety, along with some of the other ones. And we're going to
Hmm.
have a lot more stuff going on in 2026. And hopefully we
Yes.
can get them all on video. So thank you so much for checking us out today. And who do you like in the Super Bowl?
I have always been an NFC guy, and I'm not going to change today, even though, for those of you that don't know,
Mhm.
I am a Minnesota Vikings fan.
Oh.
And my former quarterback, Sam Darnold, is doing well. I mean, he's in the Super Bowl. Of
Mhm.
course, the general manager for the Vikings has been fired for that big mess up that he has done. And I'm not going to say I'm happy or sad about that. I never like to hear about anything, but I still have to root for the Seahawks. I mean, it is what it is, and I'm trying to not get in my feelings, but unfortunately, when I think about it, I'm thinking to myself, that could have been us. Like I play for the Vikings, okay? That could that could have
Well,
been
we're
us.
Eagles fans here in the house. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see full videos of last year's Super Bowl where we were preparing everything from preparing the food to us watching the game to
Yes,
the
I
end of
remember
the game.
that.
It was a great time. And like I said, I'm not emotionally involved with anybody who's playing today, but
I'm gonna tell you
I
something,
think in this
folks.
house we're going for the Seahawks as well. So that's what
I
my
have
brother
to
said.
say
I
this,
have to
though.
go with what they say. So
Yeah, I'm gonna
yeah.
say this, folks, and I'm not holding this against you, Nina, but I'm still feeling a certain kind of way that I never got that hoagie. So it was a Philly
Were we
style.
supposed to mail a hoagie to you?
I don't know
No.
how. Hey, I have no idea, but it was a Philly style, and it was
And it was,
authentic.
oh yeah, oh yeah, authentic.
Authentic.
There's only one place here in town that we can get the bread, which we get
Mm-hmm.
up early in the morning and we go and we buy the authentic hoagie rolls. And we
Hmm.
went and got the meat. I mean, we had to go all over town to get everything just
That's
to
all
make
right.
it authentic. And we made cheesesteaks too. We had cheesesteak and
Yes.
hoagies, and we had chicken wings, and we had what else did we have? Pineapple soda. That was our thing, growing up in
Okay.
Philly
Hey,
was
listen.
pineapple soda. If
But
I got a
listen,
soda, it was either going to be pineapple or it was going to be grape. Those were my flavors. So we got all of that, and
we're
we
gonna
tried
be
to
pretty
order
simple.
chips and all that good stuff, and we
I
just had a
tell
wonderful.
we're gonna be pretty simple this year.
Yeah.
Probably we'll do the chips, but we're gonna do and Lady Richard makes an awesome chili.
Ooh,
Going
yes.
to do, and it's going to be turkey chili instead of the beef chili. She
Uh-huh.
does an awesome job. We're going to kind of do the chili. We're going to do the chicken wings. We're going to try to keep it simple because, and I thank God if you look in your mirror, looking at, I lost some weight and I came down from 230. I'm down now to 215. And I
All
still,
right.
I have to do this
You're
for,
getting the biggest loser with us.
well, I listen. If I get in on the biggest loser, guess who? Guess who's gonna lose for real? You ain't getting the money that trip, okay?
I
Because I mean,
know men can lose weight so quickly.
well, you know
Um,
what the thing about it is,
mhm.
especially in the months of January and February and some of March, a lot of believers fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rest of the year, we raising Cain and acting foolish, gorging on everything. We're in every restaurant there is to ever go in. But during those
Well,
three
we did
months,
the first
yeah,
15 days.
we did something different this
Yeah.
year, and we did it
Mhm.
last year, and it worked last year, but we said we'll do it again. What we're doing is we do the first 10 of the first 3 months, and then we stretch out the last 10. It's a series. This year is going to lead us right to Resurrection Sunday,
Mhm.
but we still have that Wednesday after Resurrection Sunday to complete the 40. One of these years when my people are mature enough, and I have to say mature enough because you got to move the body or the people as they're assigned. I got some people that can do it today. I can do it today. We're going to go for a 40-day fast.
Wow.
And we got to get to that. But I don't want to press people like that because Jesus said, when you fast. He never said how long. He said when. So whether you fast a day, 40 days, 100 days, fast 100 days, you ain't gonna be nothing but skin and bones for real. Anyway, the truth of the matter is we want to make sure that everybody understands the relevancy of doing such a thing. And here in gospel music and here at the uh, um, good Lord, I was going to give us a brand new name. Gospel Countdown. We want to make sure that we give you the most up to date, the most relevant. Oh, it's irrelevant now. I'm making new words, Nina. Listen to me now. I said relevant, not relevant, but the most relevant in gospel music. We appreciate you coming in and spending time with us. We need you to reach out to us. Nina already told you, go to MS Nina Taylor. Tell us what you think, how you feel. Maybe we left out a song that you thought should have been in there. We won't know unless you open your mouth. But all you got to
We
do,
don't
you're
put the
already
songs
on
in,
social.
so we
You're
just
already
read
on
them.
social media. I
Uh-huh.
mean, they're on Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, you name it.
Uh-huh.
They're there. So just take a moment, come by, check in, subscribe to this channel. We'd love to hear from you. Nina, I'm a back up because every time I be signing off. So today, ladies first and last in this
Well,
case.
yeah, I have to get off because we're doing crab legs and shrimp and wings
I
today.
plan to
So
be
I
ready in
gotta get
20 minutes.
and that's gonna take a little bit of time. Like I said, I was
Yes.
that that's actually simpler than what we did last year. I mean, those sandwiches we made like 10, 12 hoagies and steaks each, and it was a
Mhm.
lot. So we're gonna keep it simple. So go Seahawks, and we thank you all. Join us for next week's gospel countdown on a radio station near you.
Before you leave, I got
Yeah.
one more thing. Give me a score. Predict the score.
I'm
And
gonna
then we'll check and
say
see.
10 to 21.
You know what? We're almost on the same page.
10 to 21.
I said 21-17 Seahawks. So we
I
were
said 10
almost
to
on the same
21
page.
Seahawks. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay, so Seahawks 21.
Let's
All
see
right,
who
let's see
though.
what
We'll talk about
happens.
it on the show.
Yeah, we will. Nina, be blessed. Have a great one. You ain't got to save me a crab leg because I'm down near Baltimore. And if I want crab legs, that's the crab leg capital over
Oh
there.
yeah.
So I could just run over there and grab me one. So I'll
Yeah.
let you off the hook this year, but I'm not going to let go of that hoagies thing. In the back of my mind, somewhere. Wait a minute. There it is, right there. Yeah, in the back of my mind, I'm still feeling a certain kind of way. God bless you, my dear sister. We look forward to the next adventure. Don't forget, I don't know what station you listening to, but tell us what station you are. Reach out to us. Let us know who you are. What station do you listen
What
to?
city
So
and
we
what
want.
state? Yeah.
I want to do something different, Nina. This time next month, we're going to mention according to the people who write into us and tell us the station that calls in the most. I
Yeah.
mean, it might be WAZYL. I'm making this stuff up, and if there's an
He's
AZYL out
making it
there,
up.
hi, how you doing? Are you playing? Are
It's
you
probably
playing
not
our show?
gospel, right?
Nina, have a good day. Enjoy
All
your
right.
show. Enjoy your crab legs.
I
And
will.
if you sneak a hoagie in there, I will be upset.
No hoagies this year. No.
God bless.